Hi there, and today I'm going to modify the best classic space set ever. Now this is set 6927, which is called All-Terrain Vehicle. Now before I tell you why it's the best classic space set ever, and of course modifying it, if you end up liking this video, please do hit the thumbs up, and of course click subscribe and the bell notification so you get notified of more LEGO videos. Now as a kid I went up to Hamleys in London on my birthday and actually got this set as a birthday gift and thought it was absolutely amazing. Sadly that set has now long gone, but I rebought it of May last year and there's a video about that, and I'll put a link to it in the top corner. But of course, first, the 2 reasons why it's the best classic space set ever. So firstly, it has this great play feature where if you rotate the engines at the back, the command station that it's carrying gently lowers down, and then the vehicle can pull away, leaving it behind. And that works with this great system, just using 2 inverted slopes on the command station and 2 slopes on the engines, which gently lift it up into position. And while you're rotating the engines and lifting the command module up, these 2 1x1 red plates here gently slide up this slope and keep the whole thing level as it goes. So it's a great play feature that this module can be dropped off and the vehicle can carry on driving around and then come back, reverse onto it and pick it up at a later date. And the second reason why it's the best classic space set ever? Just look how cool it looks. I remember this was the first set that I'd ever seen this huge inverted slope piece, and I just remember thinking how cool it was that the driver could not only just see out, but also see down as he drove along. But without any more delay, let's get into the modification. So I'm not actually going to do any modifications to the command centre, I'm just going to be working on the vehicle. And what I'm going to be doing is enclosing this cab area. Now this is something I always wanted to do as a kid, but without things like Bricklink, the piece that always eluded me was this 4x6 trans dark blue plate. And I'm only going to be using these 15 parts. So first of all, I'm going to take a 1x6 plate and add a 1x6 brick to the top of it, and then put another 1x6 plate on the top of that. Then I'm using these hinge bricks and going to place 3 of those along the top like this. And then that is going to sit behind the driver. So we blocked off that section successfully. Now we just need to add the roof. And that's where the all-important 6x4 trans dark blue plate comes in. You can see this is 6 studs wide, so that is going to sit happily quite here. What we need to do is add the other half of the hinge. So we've got these hinge plates to go on here. And we're going to have 3 of those running along the back. And then, just to tidy things up, we can add 3 1x2 trans dark blue plates along the back. Now, if we fix that directly on there, it's going to get stuck on these 2 plates here. So we're going to pop those 2 off, like this. So they're now 1 plate lower, and we're going to replace them with 1x2 tiles. And then if we add our roof that we've made and click those hinge plates into the hinge bricks below, like that, we've got our folding roof. And this is how I always wanted my all-terrain vehicle to look back when I was a kid. So with a more enclosed cockpit, we've got that blue roof, white panel behind him. Now this roof does open quite happily, but you'll notice it obviously encroaches on this space here, so it can't open when it's got the command centre attached. But I do actually really like the look of this when it's together. And from this lower angle you can see how our classic space guy there is completely bathed in lovely blue light, and I think this having this enclosed cockpit is more in keeping with the classic space vehicles of the day, where all the spaceships had more enclosed cockpits. It was just this ground vehicle that had it more open. So let me know what you think of this modification in the comments below. Do you like what I've done, or do you think it's complete sacrilege to modify such a classic set? As I said, if you've liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and of course please do subscribe for more LEGO videos. Roof that can open up. Oh, good grief. Really? You should have a nicely opening roof for... Click those hinge plates into those hinge bricks, like that. This is not going well. Click those hinge plates into the hinge bricks below, like that. We have a folding roof. Oh, and then if we add the roof that we made and click those hinge plates into the hinge bricks below, we have our This time, last time, it'll be fine.